Hey everybody, just wrapped up right here, Lake St. Clair, the AOY Championship. What an awesome tournament, what an awesome place. Weights were huge this week. Man, this place has got them. I mean, it never ceases to amaze me. And honestly, in practice, I didn't think it was going to be that great because the wind blew. And that's kind of why I thought that, because the wind blew every day and it made it hard for us to run around and kind of fish where we wanted to fish. But man, they blasted them. And, you know, it was a good week for me, come out of here with a good finish. So let's talk about how I caught them. You know, every time I come here, Lake St. Clair, you probably heard me talk about it this week. It's just kind of a bowl-shaped, flat lake, not a lot of contours. It's got some grass out there. And in all honesty, you just get out there and you just make drifts for miles until you run across some fish, and then you mark a waypoint and start fishing around because there's probably more fish with it. And I've just never been real good at finding that. And I actually spent one whole day of practice out there on the lake just looking for it. And I caught a couple of big ones, but I couldn't find anything that I felt confident that I could go back and get a limit. You know, you just don't get a lot of bites. So spent 2 of my days up in the river. I love fishing in the river here. You know, if you watch Bassmaster Live, you saw me fishing current places, little washouts, little depressions. And I just like that kind of thing. I just understand how those fish relate to current and those seawalls and little corners where they get in those current breaks. Really awesome. So that's what I like to do, so that's what I did. I caught them on a couple of different key baits this week. A drop shot is always a big deal when we come up here. You guys know that. The NEPS 81 MXF 6'9" medium power drop shot rod. Same one I throw at St. Lawrence, all over the country. Really an awesome drop shot rod. I had a question on live yesterday, why a 6'9" drop shot rod? That's just what I'm comfortable with. You know, if you like a 7 foot, if you like a 7'2", that's great. But I'm here to tell you that 6'9" does a really, really good job for me. So if you're looking for one, maybe try it out, build one up, because I really like it. I really do. I build it with wind grips. I've got the wind grip reel sleeve on all my reels. I was throwing a 3/8 ounce drop shot weight, size number 4, Mustad Titan X Wacky Nico hook, and the Exxon Lure Slim Slammer. Smoke with purple flake, that's the color I throw most of the time when we come to St. Clair. Early in the mornings I was throwing a green pumpkin with purple flake just because it was a little bit darker. But when it gets on up in the day or the sun's shining like it is now, I like that smoke with purple flake because it matches the clarity of the water here. So that was the drop shot setup. Oh, and 10-pound Vicious high vis braid tied to 8-pound Vicious Pro Elite fluorocarbon leader. And then I caught a lot of my fish on a Ned rig. You know, the second day definitely caught a lot of them. The Ned rig really saved the day. I was having a tough time getting bit on the drop shot, and I went shallow just casting this Ned rig around on some seawalls and little corners and stuff like that. Around a few docks and just around some patches of grass, and this Ned rig really saved the day. This is a pretty cool jig head that I've started throwing. That's a Mustad jig head, 3/16 ounce. It's actually just kind of a ball head. I think it may be actually made for walleye fishing, but it works really good for a Ned rig. You know, the grip pin Ned head works really good too, but I like this one because it's got that silver head on it, and it's got a beefed up hook in it. Works really, really good. When I hook them, most of the time I don't lose them. That's the Exxon Lures Ned Zone purple shiner color. It's real close to the same color as my drop shot bait. Once again, same rod, same reel, same line, pretty much the same setup, just a Ned rig. I don't know what it is about that little Ned rig, but they love it up here, man. And you know, you could probably catch a lot of those same fish on the drop shot, but I can be a lot more accurate when I'm casting with that Ned rig. So get a lot of bites on that. Had a ton of fun this week, had a ton of fun this year. Want to thank everybody for following along, all my sponsors, all my friends and family, everybody that follows along. I just thank y'all for everything and for the support. It's been an awesome year. Kind of bittersweet to see it end, but it's all good. Ready to get home, see my family, do some deer hunting. I'll see y'all soon. Thank you.